Did you know that one of Egypt's queens murdered hundreds of babies to keep her throne? When Queen Enkisenamun found her husband Tutankhamun dead in 1323 BC, she knew her power would vanish overnight. At just 18 years old, she faced certain death from rival nobles who wanted her gone, so she made a deal with the high priest A that would shock even ancient Egypt. They decided to kill every male baby in Thebes to eliminate future threats to their rule. Palace guards crept into homes at night, ripping infants from their mother's arms. They carried the screaming babies to the Nile and held them underwater until they stopped moving. The queen herself watched, forcing mothers to see their sons drown in the sacred river. The horror reached its peak during a fake religious festival when 400 babies were slaughtered in one night. But the palace guards finally had enough of the bloodshed. They turned on Enkisenamun and executed her in her own throne room. Her desperate grab for power had lasted only 3 months. What if European diseases never reached the Inca Empire, allowing their 12 million people to resist Spanish conquest in 1532? Francisco Pizarro arrived with just 180 conquistadors, expecting to face a weakened civilization. Instead, he encountered 200,000 healthy Inca warriors in perfect fighting condition. The Spanish guns and horses meant nothing against overwhelming numbers and tactical superiority. Pizarro's expedition was completely destroyed within weeks. Spain could only establish small coastal trading posts, never penetrating the mighty Andes. Without New World silver flooding Europe, Spain remained a minor power. The Inca adapted European technology to their needs, creating high-altitude gunpowder weapons. Their advanced road system connected to global trade networks spanning continents. Inca mathematical knowledge and Quipu record-keeping spread worldwide, challenging European writing systems. Their superior metallurgy and architecture influenced the Renaissance in unexpected ways. Without Spanish dominance, the Counter-Reformation never gained momentum. Religious development across Europe took completely different paths. The surviving Inca Empire became an indigenous superpower, treating Europeans as equals in global politics. Did you know Alexander the Great's elite warriors literally consumed melted gold before battle? The companion cavalry, his most feared troops, mixed gold dust with wine, believing it granted divine strength. Recent archaeological analysis of Macedonian burial sites revealed something shocking. Gold residue was found in warriors' teeth and stomach contents, proving they actually ingested precious metal. Before the Battle of Gaugamela, facing overwhelming Persian numbers, these elite soldiers heated gold dust in special furnaces. They mixed it with strong wine, creating a toxic but psychologically powerful battle preparation. This expensive ritual was reserved only for Alexander's most trusted warriors. The gold mixture gave them supernatural confidence, making them believe they were invincible. While medically dangerous, it created legendary fearlessness on the battlefield. These warriors charged into impossible odds without hesitation, terrifying their enemies. This ancient performance enhancement predated modern athletic doping by over 2,000 years. It explains the seemingly supernatural courage that made Macedonian forces unstoppable. Gold literally flowed through the veins of history's greatest conquerors. What if the Mongol Empire never stopped expanding and conquered the entire world by 1300? After crushing Japan and Java, Kublai Khan's armies swept through Europe, then crossed Siberia to reach the Americas. By 1279, one empire ruled from London to Tenochtitlan. Chinese gunpowder and printing presses spread globally 5 centuries early. Mongolian became the universal language, while their religious tolerance created unprecedented cultural fusion. But here's the shocking part: the Black Death never happened. With unified medical knowledge and coordinated response, plagues were contained instantly. European colonialism became impossible since indigenous peoples were already part of the global empire. The Renaissance began 300 years early, blending Asian mathematics with European art. 7 centuries of unified human coordination accelerated technology beyond imagination. Steam engines in 1400, electricity by 1600. Instead of competing nations, humanity developed as one species. Complete Mongol conquest would have created Earth's first truly global civilization, potentially advancing human development by half a millennium. Did you know that Queen Elizabeth I's legendary white complexion came from cosmetics made with rendered human fat from executed criminals? In 16th century England, pale skin meant nobility, and Elizabeth was obsessed with eternal youth. Her court physicians secretly harvested fat from beheaded traitors at the Tower of London. They mixed this human adipose tissue with Venetian ceruse, a toxic white lead paint, creating her her signature face makeup. Every morning for 45 years, Elizabeth applied this ghoulish mixture to her face and neck. She literally wore the rendered flesh of her enemies while slowly poisoning herself with lead. The queen's servants would collect fresh fat from each execution, storing it in special containers for her cosmetics. As decades passed, the lead began rotting her face from within. Her teeth turned black and fell out one by one. By her final years, her skin was paper thin and covered in sores. Yet she continued applying the corpse cosmetics daily until her death. Her pursuit of beauty through human fat ultimately destroyed her appearance and contributed to her demise.